our last topic. It's all about stress and mental health. Okay, so when we say stress, it is our body's reaction to demand or challenges. Okay, so it's normal that pwede siyang maging good or bad, depende kung paano natin i-handle ito. Okay? So when we say stress, okay, it's our body's natural reaction when we face challenges. Okay? Pressures or demands. Like for example, exams, deadlines, or problems sa ating bahay-bahay. Okay? So there is a dual nature. So ano yung dual nature na yun? So pwede po siyang maging positive, pwede po siyang negative. Okay? So, depende kung paano natin tignan at i-handle ito. When we say positive, okay, when it motivate us to do better, it called us yung stress or yung good stress natin. Pero kung nakaka-overwhelm, nakaka-exhaust, it becomes the distress or yung bad stress natin. So, ang stress is hindi po siya palaging harmful. Depende yun kung paano tayo mag-respond. Okay? So here, when we say eustress or the positive stress or the good stress, it is a kind of stress that is pushes us to do our best. Okay, so it gives us energy, motivation to reach our goals. No? So it's usually, isa po siyang short-term and manageable. Ito yung nafe-feel nating exciting. Like for example, when you are preparing for an exam, joining a competitions, or starting something new. Okay, so it helps us to grow and to improve our self. Okay, next naman po is distress or negative stress or the bad stress. Okay, so ang distress or it's a bad kind of stress, no? That it's one that make us feel tired, anxious, or hopeless. Okay, so ito naman po is pang long term and of course harmful po siya. So nakaka-apekto po ito both of our mind and of course our body. Like for example, ito po yung mga financial problems, your toxic relationships, or yung hindi tumitigil or non-stop pressures. Yung meron at meron pa rin. No? So ito yung kind ng stress na nakaka-drain ng ating energy na nakaka-apekto sa ating well-being. Okay, so we have here the different. No? Basahin nyo na lang yan. When we say eustress, it motivates and improve performances. Pag distress, dinidecrease or nababawasan naman yung ating performance. Okay, bumababa. Pero pag sa eustress naman, sabi ko nga kanina, it's short-term, manageable siya. Si distress po is long-term, nakaka-overwhelm or nade-drain yung ating energy. So, eustress, we feel excitement, pero kay distress, we feel threatening. Okay? Ang eustress, nagpo-promote po siya ng growth. Si distress po is, it may cause a mental or physical illness. Okay? So, stressors and coping mechanisms. When we say stressors, these are the events or mga situations na nagkukos sa atin ng stress sa ating buhay. Okay, so pwede po siyang nanggagaling inside, no? So ano pag sinabi natin inside, it is your thoughts or emotions. Okay, for example, you are worrying too much or you are feeling insecure. Okay, pero pag sinabi naman natin outside, ito po yung mga problems natin sa school, sa mga families natin, or environment. In short, ang stressor, ito po yung nakakapag-trigger sa atin. Ito yung rason kung bakit nararamdaman natin ang stress. Okay, so we have the types. We have the types of stressors. Okay, so let's continue. No, so we have the types of stressors. Una is academic stressors. So ito naman po is mga school works. Like for example, mga thesis, mga exams nyo, even your grades, or mga deadlines. Okay, so yung mga estudyante, okay, every student is nararamdaman po ito, okay? Wherein they are trying to meet the expectations. That is academic stressors. Next is we have the family stressors. Dito naman po is the, for example, the problems that they have in their home, okay? Like, they have their high expectations, merong mga arguments, money matter or money issues, wherein it can affect the emotions and, of course, the focus of that person. Okay? Number three is the relationship stressors. Relationship stressors, nangyayari po siya sa mga friends natin, sa mga partners natin, meron ding mga peer, like mga by peer pressures, misunderstanding, or even your breakups from your mga partners natin. Okay? So, it's a relationship. Financial stressors, syempre, financial meaning to say, pera. Like for example, you're not having enough allowance or nagwo-worry ka kung paano mo babayaran yung tuition mo, wherein nagkukos po siya ng big stress, especially sa mga estudyante. Okay? So, it's a financial stressors. And lastly is the national or environmental stressors. Ito naman po yung mga bagay na hindi natin kontrolado. Ito yung mga typhoons, pandemic, earthquakes, inflations, or any disasters na nakaka-affect sa ating daily life. Okay? So, lahat po ng mga stressors na to, it always remind us that yung stress po natin is nakukuha siya or can come from anywhere. Okay? But it is how we are going to handle them, no? That is that is matters kung paano natin siya i-handle. Okay? So next we have the coping mechanism. So dito naman, it is the way how to deal with those stress, no? So everyone, they experience stress, but it is matter kung paano po tayo mag-respond sa mga to. Okay? We have two kinds of coping, which is the adaptive and maladaptive. So, yung adaptive natin, or the healthy one, ito po yung mga good ways para ma-manage natin yung ating mga stress. Ito yung nakakatulong sa atin to grow and to feel better in that long run. Okay, for example, ito yung mga matagal siya pero maganda yung kakalabasan. Okay, like yung exercising, you have your planning, nagpa-pray ka, or di kaya naman you are talking to someone that you trust. That is adaptive coping or the healthy one. Maladaptive coping or unhealthy meaning to say pang mabilisan, a quick relief only, that sometimes it cause also another problems. Okay, like for example, kapag masyado kang stress, nagkakaroon ka ng overeating or yung eating stress na sinasabi natin, you are avoiding those responsibilities or you are using substances. Okay? So, yung goal po natin is to choose a healthy coping habit. So, ano dapat ang gawin? Yun yung number one. So, adaptive coping mechanisms. Okay? Wherein it help us to solve our problems and to take care of our mental health. Okay? So, yan. So, we have here the types of coping mechanism. Una is problem-focused coping. So, dito naman, you are solving the problem directly. Okay? You are going to find a solution to what is causing your stress. Okay? So, you have to solve that problem. Pero si emotional focus coping, ito naman is paano niya i-manage yung feelings mo, yung nararamdaman mo, that the problem can't be easily solved. Okay? So, pareho tong dalawang to is importante kasi yung isa, finifix niya yung problema at yung isa naman is to stay emotionally strong while facing that problem. That is why this two is important. Okay? So, next is we have the resilience and strategies. Okay, so dito naman, sa resilience, meaning to say that your ability to bounce back, no, from those problems, you have to stay strong even after no failure or challenges. Yan. It is not about avoiding the stress, but you are learning and growing through that path. Okay? You have to stay, no, you have to stay mentally strong. We need to practice with this four strategies. So, ano yung four strategies? Una, developing a positive mindset or growth mindset. You have to believe that you can improve through your efforts. Okay? So, dapat kailangan mong samahan ng efforts. Okay? So, yun po. And of course, building strong relationships or social support. No? Yung mga support natin from our friends, families, communities, sila po yung nakakatulong sa atin minsan to stay strong. Okay? Next is practicing self-care. So dito naman, you have to take care of your body, of your mind, and of course your soul. No, you have pag physical, you have to eat healthy foods. Okay? Emotional, okay, you have to sleep well, to relax. Okay? Yung mga yon. You have to do your hobbies. Spiritual, yun na yung mga pagiging mindfulness mo, yan, kailangan mong i-enjoy, yung mga yan. That is to practice a self-care. Next naman is seeking help when needed. So it's okay to ask, no? For a help from your teachers, yung mga counselors, yung mga loved ones mo kapag alam mo or nararamdaman mong yung your life is you feel too heavy or masyado nang mabigat, hindi mo na kaya. Hindi po nakakahiyang humingi ng tulong sa ibang tao kung alam mong kailangan mo ng tulong nila. Okay? So, resilience is about saying, yes, I struggle, but I'm still moving forward. Okay? So, that's end with our topic. So, very short lang ang ating last topic. Okay? So, I hope you will learn, no? And you are going to review all of our topics. Okay? So, that's all. And I hope you are going to watch this.